Hey, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if this is your first time visiting. What we have here is the Honda Urban Express spare parts bike before picture. As you can see, we've got missing this, missing that, broken center stand, seat cover bad, no gas tank, no tail lights, no belt cover, rust, abuse, neglect. This was a parts bike from the previous owner that I picked up. So one of my tasks was trying to get a aftermarket tank to fit, and I believe this was meant for a go-kart. I got it in the rack okay, but you'll see the rack is not square. It kind of tapers in towards the back, and the trick is you've got to get and that's a rectangular tank fitting in an odd shaped rack. So I got it in, but the trick is you have to get it far enough back, and you can see kind of how I got it in there. But you got to get it almost all the way back. Well, I did get it all the way back in the rack, and I still didn't have enough room because at the back of the seat, I didn't have clearance there. So this did not work out. Did not work out. I needed an even smaller tank, and I forget how big this one was. I know it wasn't a gallon. It might have been 8/10 of a gallon. And here is an aftermarket tail light that I hooked up. Unfortunately, it had dropped on the ground, and there's a piece missing on the bottom. I still have the piece. I might be able to glue it in. And again, on eBay, they want 125 bucks for the tail light assembly with turn signals. And then you'll see here I was like, how am I going to attach this? And I found this this flexible steel stuff that comes in a bundle. I'd used it before on other things, and I just took a double layer and screwed it in. It fit perfectly. Despite the rough look of the spare parts Urban Express, I decided to cover the seat with a new seat cover because I didn't want the foam coming out later. So this was mainly to protect the foam. And the only issue is it looks so nice, and the rest of the bike looks pretty rough. As a matter of fact, the frame is bent. Here's another shot there. We've got a little so when you put on a seat cover, take it out of the package, heat it up in front of a space heater, not too hot, or leave it out in the sun and it'll go on much easier. But that little bump has come out. I had a spare ignition switch with a key that I wired up, so I'm no longer using the special key screwdriver trick, so that's nice, right? And what was I saying? Not only is the frame bent, but I think the front forks are slightly bent on this as well. So put a new bulb in the headlight, and I got a little video here.
She's a dandy, all right. She's a real dandy.
And then there's actually a key code on these ignition cylinders, and I've ordered a key for this and another one that I didn't have keys for, so I'll let you know how that goes. And then here, so this is NC50 Express, and I'm holding up the NU50 center stand mount, and you can see it throws the center stand back a good 2 or 3 inches, which will let you mount an aftermarket exhaust a lot easier. And I use this on the Frankenstein bike, so FYI, that's just a little factoid there. Came up on the Facebook group, so you can store that in your memory banks for later. And then I got this at Harbor Freight, this little Apache case to try to, and this is on a different Urban Express, to try to fit a battery in, and it worked out fine, but it's mounted just a little too low, and I don't have a lot of room to mount it higher. But when I sat on the bike, the shock compressed, and this hit either the exhaust shield or the stator cover, or both, I forget which, and there's a battery I'd wired up inside it, so I want to mess with that. Random stuff now. Got the Musty One treasure drawer of hardware. One of my favorite parts of those videos. I think I'm going to make my own little hardware drawer because I have accumulated not quite this much, but a bit of hardware. Because I hate going to the hardware store to pick up two little things. Another acquisition, 82 Honda Express NC50 over at the Moped Club. And another video. And you can see I've added the turn signals in the back on this. It looks good from that angle, doesn't it? And you see, and I've also put, I'm also using the oil tank as a gas tank, and then I put in a little plastic tank. So my capacity is like, I don't know, maybe a half a gallon or so now. Maybe it's a little more than that, I don't know.
The brake light switch.
What else? So this is the spare parts Urban Express that we've been talking about. And I like how I mounted the signals really close, so they don't catch on everything in the shed or the garage, you know. It holds you up. So that's nice for what it's worth. I'm getting dizzy, man. Slow down, spinning around the bike like that.
Get that brake lever.
And then coming up is a Yamaha QT50 that I got running right for somebody. With the TM24 beast of a carb, and the Melosi kit, and the MLM next level stockish pipe. So with basket, powder coated basket, I should add, and the MLM foot pegs, and painted foot peg covers. And I might be missing some stuff on that. And here's the Honda Express SR with the Proma pipe mounted. We gotta, test that out here soon too. Actually, I took it down the street, but I need to give it a real test. I had too thick a belt, so I think I added a washer, or that's on the plan. So, hey, thanks for watching.